Hey everybody, I'm SpectralStar and welcome back to another Death Battle reaction with SpectralStar. I do live Let's Plays and videos and I stream live. I do all kinds of stuff besides this. Please go check that out. If you are a true fan, I love you very much. Come into the stream. I stream every night just about. Sometimes I take Sundays off because of Death Battle if it's a big deal, you know, or I got to catch up on some chores and stuff like that, things to do. Anyways, today we got Killua versus Misaka. Killua from Hunter x Hunter and Misaka from I don't know what the anime's called. It's got a long title. It's probably pretty good. I mean, if people are asking for him to fight or for this Misaka to fight Killua, it must be a pretty big deal anime, I'm guessing, because Hunter x Hunter is one of the biggest animes ever, and it's awesome. Hope you guys enjoy this. I know I'm going to the lightning stuff that Killua does. I haven't seen the whole series of Hunter x Hunter, but hopefully it won't spoil me too much, but it probably will. It'll probably spoil the crap out of me. Anyways, let's get spoiled, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and put on the old bucket helmet, and let's go.
Killua Zoldyck, Hunter x Hunter's prodigious lightning assassin.
Misaka Mikoto, Academy City's ace electric princess.
Question: what is more terrifying than the all-powerful crackling might of lightning?
Lightning in the hands of cocky, hyper-talented teenagers.
I'll do it every
worst
time.
Combination. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
Their weapons.
death battle.
Armor and skills.
The Zoldicks,
Skills.
a vicious family of assassins known the world over. So infamous for their killing techniques, a single photo of any member sells for millions.
You don't want to be the target of their next family outing. But like all families, there's bound to be a rebel.
As was the case with the middle child, Killua.
They seriously named him Kill? Hardcore.
Well, it might be a pun on the term kilowatt, but
It's a pretty
kill
excellent
is
name.
apt, given he's been trained in past tensing people since he was 3.
I'll say, at age 14, he was strong enough to open a 64-ton door. Geez, what kind of workout did his family put him through? Somehow, it gave him 6 skater skills, extendable claws, and rhythm echo, a technique that lets him fool people's senses with just his feet.
More accurately, by manipulating the cadence of his footsteps, Killua can create an auditory illusion, capable of tricking even extrasensory abilities.
Killua was a heck of a prodigy, but despite being able to effortlessly rip out hearts, his family still thought he wasn't cold-blooded enough.
Fed up,
Yeah.
he ran away. Not to the circus,
They're pretty
but to the
ruthless,
Hunter
this family.
Association, an association of people who hunt stuff. There, he tested himself in the Hunter's exam and inevitably had gone head over heels for his new friend, Gon. Get it?
Oh God, Wiz, are you still taking those waste-of-time improv classes?
Yes, and I think it's going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have
Killua's
goals.
family didn't like him making friends, so they sat him down and then calmly and politely tortured him mercilessly as punishment. It was only thanks to Gon that Killua finally convinced his old man to let him go out on adventures with his buddies.
But this change of heart was no act of compassion. Killua's father saw his freedom as just another step in molding him into a better killer. And in some ways, he was right. Through his adventures, Killua learned Nen, an invisible life force that...
Yeah, it's key. It's always key.
Actually, this one's a bit more complicated. You see, Nen is utilized through 4 main principles.
It does have some
10 for
crazy
containing your
branches.
aura
You
while
can't
defending
learn
through
all
physical and mental attacks.
the
Zetsu
states
for
at-
relieving fatigue and masking your
once or
presence.
something like that,
Ren
if I remember
for bolstering
correctly.
strength and influencing emotions.
That's pretty standard so far.
And Hatsu, the unique way in which one's Nen is expressed. This comes in many forms, but all fall into one of 6 types, which represent how proficient a Nen user is at certain techniques.
So, it's an RPG class system?
More like a hybrid class system, because most users actually fall somewhere between 2 categories, giving them differing degrees of proficiency. Techniques from these Nen categories can even be further enhanced by adding rules to their use. Oh, then there are the advanced principles, which...
Oh god, okay, I get it.
But we haven't even talked about Killua's Hatsu yet. Killua is a transmuter enhancer, i.e. he specializes in transmuting his aura into different forms and enhancing the power of himself and others.
It gets crazy.
He uses his aura to...
He makes lightning!
Yep.
Yes, in Killua's hand, lightning becomes a deadly weapon that he can fire down as a bolt, channel through his arms, or send through metal objects.
Like his super
I think he was like hitting himself with a taser
These bad boys
over and over
weigh
again
up
for
to
training at
50
one point.
kilograms. See, that's how you make a pun, Wiz. Packing enough force to shatter trees like I just shattered Wiz's confidence.
Add in Killua's lightning, and he can electrify anyone who touches them.
And this isn't some magic-y schmagic-y lightning. His bolts have been identified as the real deal more than once.
Meaning, Killua is certainly as fast as actual lightning, especially when he uses it on himself to bust out Godspeed, a form that greatly amplifies
I haven't
his
seen
agility
this.
and power, letting him bypass his synapses to reflexively react to threats.
For regular folk, that much voltage would be too much. But thanks to Killua's training, he can shrug off over 1,000,000 volts of electricity.
He's also exceptionally crafty. In a Nen fight, every move matters, and strategy almost always triumphs, even against greater strength.
Killua
Is that
used
bungee
these powers
gum
to battle
kind of
world-renowned
variant?
thieves, bomber mercenaries,
Haven't seen that part.
and ants.
That may not sound like much, but these Chimera ants were brutal.
Yeah,
murdering and
that's the
eating
season
people
I
by
just
the
got done
hundreds
with,
of
the Chimera
thousands,
ants.
Then threatening billions. Reminds me of an old experiment. Gone horribly wrong.
Killua understandably wanted to bail, but Gon pulled him back in, much to his frustration.
Killua wanted to be there for Gon emotionally, but could not comprehend why he was risking so much against the Chimera ants, going as far as becoming a monster.
In other words, Killua was crushing really hard, but didn't know what to do about Gon's simple-minded impulsiveness. It didn't end well for anyone.
It wasn't all doom and gloom, though. Killua held his own against some of the Chimera ants' best, surviving this forest-consuming blast from one of their captains.
Which, judging by its size, was worth several kilotons.
And he later injured a top-ranking
Nice
royal
pun,
guard.
jackass.
Sure, he ran for the hills the moment Godspeed wore off, and isn't as strong as the weird horseman, but even just damaging someone who can make a crater like this is nothing to sniff at.
But amidst all the fighting, Killua still could not get his family out of his mind. Literally.
As in, his brother, Illumi, put a needle
God,
in his
his
head, forcing
brother's
him
a
to
freak.
be controlled by self-preservation, ensuring he'd always run when victory isn't guaranteed. Wiz, you think you can call CPS for that?
Thankfully, after some much-needed self-surgery and self-reflection, Killua removed it, overcoming his mental barrier and ready to risk his life for those he cherishes.
Which he did when he finally got himself and his dear sister Alika away from their demented family. He even brought Gon back from the brink of his creepy Nen coma.
But despite
Jeez.
how valuable Gon was as a friend, Killua realized his unhealthy dependence
Well,
on
now I got that to
So
look forward
he
to with
decided
Gon.
to travel with and protect Alika, finally realizing what he wants to do for the rest of his life. Oh god, the tearful romantic parting.
Still, if Gon or Alika
Romantic.
ever need help, Killua is sure to come running.
Ready to Killua anyone dumb enough to mess with him or those he cares about.
He'll kill you all!
Academy City, a sprawling metropolis filled with schools where Espers train to master their supernatural
Have not watched
abilities.
this. Looks good though.
Most of these youngins dream of rivaling the best Espers, but only a few are hardworking and smart enough to do it.
Among them being Tokiwadai Middle School's Level 5 Electro Master, Misaka Mikoto.
Level 5? So she's a Pokemon, but an anime girl.
Each Esper's power and utility is ranked, with Level 5 being the highest they can normally achieve.
And after working up to that level, Misaka became unstoppable.
Oh, I
She
see.
can magnetize
They
herself to
shoot
metal,
lightning.
electrically
That's why
enhance
they
her physique,
fighting.
sense her surroundings through an electromagnetic radar, and generate billions of volts.
In addition, she can make iron sand from disparate particles.
Never
in
have to
the
pay
air
the
form
electric bill
tornadoes,
ever
body
again.
decoys, or a sword that vibrates at rapid speeds for enhanced cutting power.
Just what an anime girl needs. A chainsaw. Man, if she gets serious, Misaka can
Can't
even
wait to
make
see
a
that
friggin'
guy in Death
6
Battle.
million-ton kaiju out of it.
With such tremendous power, Misaka put an end to many crimes, earning fear among criminals, admiration among
Dingy.
her peers, and lots of personal pride in her abilities. There was nothing she couldn't overcome.
Nothing except the bane of all tsunderes, a frizzy-haired, dumbass anime protagonist.
Enter Kamijo Toma, a level 0 nobody who Misaka could not harm. no matter how many times she tried.
Oh, I hate you, but I secretly love you, and it'll work out in the end. Shut up! But she'd have more than a dork like Toma to worry about. As amazing as Academy City is, it's more corrupt than New York real estate. Years ago, Misaka gave some shady scientists a sample of her DNA, being promised it'd help cure tons of fatal diseases.
Instead, they made tens of thousands of clones of her, sending them all to be slaughtered one by one.
Specifically against another level 5 and A-tier edgelord named Accelerator. By farming all these clones, they hoped he would finally get enough EXP to become a mythic level 6. Is that seriously all it takes? How does this Esper stuff work?
Glad you asked. Espers represent the scientific side of the world, a side I'm so familiar with. All Espers possess an involuntary movement or AIM diffusion field that manifests their power, letting them consciously alter reality.
Changing reality with your mind. Isn't that just magic?
Au contraire,
Del-
Boomstick,
could
it's
be
quite
delusional.
scientific. Look at Misaka's signature move, the railgun. Many real-life railguns use a set of parallel conductors to generate Lorentz force. By envisioning imaginary
Like, you know how
rails
some
between
people feel
herself
like the
and her
whole world
target,
revolves
Misaka
around
can
them and
create a
shit?
similar yet greater effect, accelerating the speed and kinetic force of a projectile, usually a coin.
Not saying she's
into a
doing that. I'm just
concussive
making a
bullet.
comparison to real world.
It's beautiful. It's science.
He's like, get
How long
get it
are you gonna
get
be
it over
nerding
with.
out over this?
Come on, this is like my one thing.
Right.
Where was I? Oh yeah, thousands of dead clones.
Naked
Traumatized by
dead
the
clones.
endless slaughter, Misaka felt enormous guilt. You see it all the time with horrific experiments.
Sure, buddy.
She worked for
Sure,
days
buddy.
to end the clone project, but
Like, whatever.
concluded it would have to end with her sacrifice.
But Toma butted in, giving Misaka the support she needed in her darkest hour, while also punching out Albino Magneto with his Esper-proof fist.
Misaka had shouldered her burden for so
probably
long
deserved
that she
it.
forgot how to rely on others. This wake-up call from her newfound crush was exactly what she needed.
But even with Accelerator decelerated, Misaka kept fighting Academy City's underbelly, all to protect her friends and free her sister clones she befriended. She dealt with a lot of trouble on the way, but had the power to do it.
In her battle with a killer cyborg lady, Misaka conjured a city-spanning storm, which, by measuring the size of the cloud relative to the city, would require over 58 kilotons of energy to make.
Kilowatts. She's also fought other level 5s, not
She
just
had to
Accelerator.
just put that
she
little
got into
Killua
a middle school beef with a snobby
in there.
telepath, fought this explosive weirdo, and dodged particle beams from an unhinged Karen.
The electrons of which can accelerate to high relativistic speeds.
It's no shock. Misaka's reactions are that fast, given her lightning has been stated to be light speed on
It would be
5
better if they
different
didn't
occasions.
think they were the
More
shit
than
when they
just
made
her
those
powers,
puns.
though, Misaka's greatest asset is her
Shit.
intellect.
It might not look it, but high-level espers constantly perform tons of nerd math just to make their powers work.
And understanding other powers has been just as vital to Misaka's survival. Take her bout with the magic Valkyrie, Brunhild.
Remember when Wiz said espers were the science side of the world? Well, these weirdos are packing the magic. A single mistake from Misaka could have meant death, but she still stalemated Brunhild.
Now, Brunhild was still stronger and faster, but it is impressive Misaka was able to harm a saint, who are normally only deployed against foes capable of leveling mountains. One such foe, Hell, froze 100 kilometers of ocean.
You'd think this means Misaka can take on all sorts of magical baddies. But alas, the power creep says
And some Nordic
otherwise.
influence in that.
He's actually serious. When you're dealing with crazy magicians and magic gods, even a level 5 Esper struggles to keep up. Misaka valued her abilities so highly that she struggled to maintain her self-esteem when they weren't enough.
A shame Misaka cares so much about getting stronger when Toma appreciates her as a person first and foremost.
While certainly a flaw, that ever-persistent hard-headedness will also keep Misaka around, no matter the stakes.
So watch out, because this pint-sized
Delicious steak.
14-year-old is quite literally a walking railgun.
That's cool. I like that.
All right, the combatants are
Cool
set.
character.
Run the data through
They got a
all
fighting game with that character?
possibilities.
It's time for a
How come I've never heard of this
battle!
character? Am I just that out? Am I living under the anime rock? Okay, so I'm going
Hey,
with
that's mine.
Killua
I've been
here. I
looking
like
for it all
Killua.
day. Give it here.
I don't know
You want
her.
it?
She seems cool though.
Come and get it.
Voice acting's pretty solid.
Coins, huh? I had a butler who used these.
Yeah. Butler was a badass. If he's dead, I don't know if he's dead. That's another spoiler, I guess.
Focus. It's a trick of sound, not sight. Gotcha.
It looks like it's a trick of both.
He's good at hand-to-hand. Better keep my distance.
She has stronger lightning. Gotta get in close.
Music 100 out of 100 already. These characters take a lot of influence from like Earthbound. It seems like, or not Earthbound, but Mother 2, I guess. The yo-yo. Then again, I don't know. Maybe Earthbound took some influence from something else that had yo-yos in it. Oh, here comes the coin.
You don't know when to quit.
Oh, that voice acting's good. He's good. Or she's good. I don't know who's voice acting, male or female. For Killua, I mean. I mean, it doesn't matter the gender, but they're awesome either way.
Catch this.
What the fuck? A giant coin shooting electricity avatar.
Electromagnetism, meaning it can be disrupted.
Giant snake coming out of the sky. Cool. Didn't know he could do that. Now he's flying. This is... He just ripped out her heart, y'all.
Wait a minute.
That's it. Oh, what the fuck?
Distance, 35 meters. Altitude, 45, 40, now.
Well, I guess that's what you get for being cocky in the battle there, Killua. I just killed him, man.
The angle.
It was a good fight.
Magnetism, the science. It's.
All right, take
this
a breather
man.
there, champ.
Hey,
While
girlfriend.
Killua's assassin training made him a vicious threat, Misaka's abilities and know-how gave her the counter she needed in this mind-numbing battle of wits.
Killua could survive kilowatt-ton level blasts, and given
Stop.
some leeway, could scale to Yuppie, whose crater feed
Get
was
some
worth
help.
18 megatons of TNT.
Impressive, but the storm Misaka created beat anything Killua has done directly. And given similar scaling to Brunhild, who Misaka not only harmed but stalemated, her output could reach hundreds of megatons of TNT. Meaning, no matter which numbers are used, Misaka would always have the advantage in raw electrical power.
No surprise there. Killua may have shrugged off 1,000,000 volts of electricity, but Misaka can dish out and survive billions.
Still, both characters have contended with and harmed stronger opponents, and the two power systems they work under have allowed weaker opponents to defeat stronger ones in the past.
So, might alone wouldn't net either a win. Plus, Killua was way better at hand-to-hand and physically stronger.
Knowing his crafty assassin skills, things could have gone south for Misaka if she wasn't careful.
But fortunately for the railgun, she was. Her fight with Brunhild shows she knows
railgun.
how to deal with tough, up-close threats while keeping her distance.
And being able to dodge particle beams meant Misaka was more than fast enough to react to even Killua's lightning-quick speed.
Add to that her bigger pool of powers, and she had plenty of ways to counter Rhythm Echo, since Killua's lightning, or just pin him in place long enough to pull off a railgun finisher. Killua was strong, but he wasn't gonna outmuscle 6 million tons of iron sand.
Killua was a prodigy in all things Nen, lightning, and killing, but Misaka's varied electro powers, quick reflexes, and scientific brilliance let her cash in a win.
But hey, at least she let Killua keep the change. She Killua'd him.
The winner is Misaka Mikoto.
Okay. I dig
Thanks
it.
for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new Death Battle releasing every 2 weeks this year. And click the join button to get new perks and extra content. Planet level members even see Death Battles before anyone else, so don't miss out.
I'm planet level. Okay. Oh my God, Stitch versus Rocket. I kind of feel like Rocket's gonna win this. He's got more lore. He's got more lore to pull from. Well, that was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Not much else to say here. Come by to my stream. Maybe. That'd be great. stop by. You know, I might be giving out free memberships. You know, you can just come on in and get joined up for free. You know, instead of having to pay the $5 or whatever. But yeah, gonna be streaming tonight. It sucks that my man Killua didn't get his hands bloody. But apparently Mikasa and her Iron Sand, you know, hey, good fight. Maybe we should have Gaara face off against her too, since he deals with sand and Iron Sand and the dirts and the earth with the dirts. Anyways, I don't know what to say. Casa 1, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.